is who is.
Oh, the Queen's not alive. The Queen's been dead for 20 years.
The Queen is a robot.
You can't convince me otherwise. No. See CGI. Why do you think CGI became really big in the 90s?
The Matrix?
Because the Queen was dying.
If you haven't seen Encanto and you've somehow made it to this podcast without spoilers,
Who are you and what have you listened? What are you listening to?
If you've listened to Deion's 20-minute rant about Encanto
exactly.
and have yet to experience a spoiler, you had plenty of time to click all the way. I don't know what you expected at this point. This is on you. Hello, other listeners. Okay. I have not watched the Steven Universe either.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in and you literally don't know jack shit we're talking about,
Matt doesn't care about us.
Go read your astrology for the week, and if you don't listen to astrology, have a better life.
Matt's sitting here like, nerds won't fucking shut up about fucking Steven Universe.
I'm just thinking this is like 30 minutes going on of just cut content. This is a shame.
This is not cut content, man. We get...
No one heard Nick because he also got cut out. He's just become a fluke.
I will fight you.
Welcome to All Topics No Pizza, where we start with a single idea, then move on to new topics until I didn't actually come up with the intro this time. I am Matt, also known as Rhuminus.
I am probably just Deion.
Probably. I like the uncertainty.
And I am the great mystic, Forto Mortorto. I am glad that you have joined us today on this most gracious day of fortune-telling. Now, please, which of you small boys would like your fortune told first?
Me first, me.
All right, my young man. No, first.
When do I die? Please be tomorrow. Big money, no running.
Fortune telling before I can actually do the telling.
Oh shit! Okay. What do I do?
Come on, man. This is not some shit show back.
I'm already covered in baby powder. What else I gotta do?
This is a thing we do. All right. So what you do? You take your left hand, put it right on your belly button. Then you take your
I don't have one of those. What do I do?
Put it on the location where your belly button would have been if you had had one.
Ooh, hold on. Google how belly button do.
While you're looking for the answer on the Googles, please put your right hand on your penis. That's it. That was his whole joke. You ruined the fortune-telling joke. Okay, you want to know when you die? You die tonight. When I find out where you come from, he's not even listening. I'm going to threaten this boy, and I am.
Do not type in what is penis to Google and turn on images. It is not a good site. I don't know what this is, but it is gross.
Oh God, Bob Saget's dead. Everybody hear that?
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm a little sad.
I wish we had done this. I wish we had recorded before this so that we could have talked about Betty White.
No, we did talk about Betty White.
We did talk.
Did we?
Yeah, we talked about Betty White in the last one.
You guys know I can't remember the last episode.
I know.
It's true.
I also know you can't remember.
A common theme of. Why'd you say this? I'm like, what do you mean? Well, no, why'd I get is question mark. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Why'd you talk about manager dicks, Deion? Why'd you talk about manager dicks, Deion? I'm pretty positive that was you. That definitely wasn't me.
Matt, shut up. I need to go to the doctor's office because that's not good. I honestly did think she would outlive the Queen of England. Oh,
the Queen's not alive. The Queen's been dead for 20 years.
The Queen is a robot.
You can't convince me otherwise. No. See CGI. Why do you think CGI became really big in the 90s?
The Matrix?
Because the Queen was dying. And they needed a way to make sure that the British people kept their Queen.
I've never heard this, and I love this so much.
The Queen has been CGI since the early 2000s, and you cannot.
This is so crazy that I know for a fact that this is not a fake theory. This is a real theory, isn't it?
Hey,
I've never heard this from anybody else. Is the thing.
Hey,
I guarantee if you Google right now, you will find like a whole webpage about it.
I do know that someone.
Why do you still have royalty? They don't do anything?
No, they're figureheads. They're purely
absolutely. They've been figureheads since like the 1600s, since the constitutional monarchy. Why do you still have them?
What's crazy is that in 2020, people still say "God save the Queen" as if they care.
That Queen is fucking,
at this point,
in the words of Eddie Izzard, that Queen is fucking saved, son. She's 95,000 years old. She has the most money in the world. She has the greatest access to wealth, healthcare, and also a lot of armed guards. That bitch, she is fine. I don't know why.
The only thing I can find about what I just said, because again, I just came up with it on the
that's
spot.
That's gotta be a real theory. That's gotta be a real theory.
Came up with that
Google search is gonna, man, it's gonna be ruined.
So there is actually a contingent of people on the internet who believes that the 2021, I think it's 2021, the 2021 Christmas
Queen is
Day
a fake
thing from the Queen was a deep fake.
It was crazy.
Have you
I've
seen
seen a couple
deepfakes?
deep fakes. I've seen some Obama deepfakes. I've seen some Prince deepfakes. I've seen some Tupac deepfakes. They're pretty good now.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good as long as they don't move too much.
If the person was recently alive, they're even better. Because you have more data to pull from that they've done those movements that you faked.
Allow me to counter the deepfake argument, though. Not deepfake, because nobody in Britain is smart enough to know how to make deepfakes. That's just true.
Damn.
We all know. And also, just in case any of these dumb British bastards didn't get earlier, it was a joke. You're not as dumb as I think you are. I do like your food on occasion.
I can't stand you.
Hey, if you guys are allowed to bash on France the entire time, the least I can do.
Every episode we bash on somebody. That is our thing, apparently. I didn't mean for it to be our thing, but it's our thing.
On the historically most corrupt, manipulative, and just underhanded empire in existence.
I think Rome has got you beat there, buddy.
I guess they were corrupt as shit.
Oh, absolutely. It's not even a joke.
Oh, weird. You put humans in power, and what do? Fuck over other humans.
They do what they do.
It's almost like we don't actually give a shit about each other, and we're just in it for our own survival.
Hey.
That's a horrible way of looking at it, people. If you think of looking at life like that, stop it. Start helping other people.
Yeah.
You're just going to be like the other
Hit him with that newspaper, son. Bad dog.
All right. Are we now telling people that they're dogs now? Are we just going to tell people that they're dogs?
I didn't say that. You said that.
You said hit him with a newspaper.
Anyway, so as we were talking about the Queen.
Yeah, she's been fake since probably 2002. I have the proof. It's on a hard drive I keep in a safe under my bed. In case
Well, Nick, this is the last week we get to know you, so it's been fun knowing.
Yeah, the British government is definitely coming for me. They're going to be at my door any minute now. I've figured out their whole plan.
Did you guys see Encanto?
No.
To previous. Okay.
No.
So now you have homework, you dumbass.
I'm not watching that movie.
You have to.
I don't.
Specifically you, because Matt's not going to get it.
I'm not going to watch it because it's a Disney sad movie, and I don't do Disney sad movies.
No. Okay. So what you're telling me is that you're going to look the first piece of legitimate Latino representation that we've ever gotten in a Disney movie, and you're going to dismiss it immediately.
I'm not going to dismiss it. I'm going to say I'm probably not going to enjoy it, so I'm not going to watch it.
Nick?
I was going to say Dora the Explorer. Then choose Nickelodeon.
I'm going to tell you this as
Dora
your
the
friend.
Explorer.
Nick,
That's not nice.
Nicholas, as I'm going to tell you this is your friend.
I'm not watching it. I don't care.
As someone who... Nick, what you're going to do is you're going to watch it, and then you're going to make your dad watch it with you.
I will not. I will not.
Listen.
I will not.
As a favor to me, not you, because I know you don't want to watch it. I get it. I get you don't want to watch it.
I don't want to watch it because it's emotional.
And I know what you've heard about it.
Don't be a bitch, Nick. Start crying.
No, I know what every Disney Pixar movie for the last 20 years has been. Ever since they figured out Up. Ever since they figured out Up could tug at the heartstrings of America, they realized, let's just do that with every fucking film. Moana, Frozen attempted it and failed terribly.
Listen, you're not listening. I understand what you're getting at, but what they've done is actually...
What was that movie about the jazz musician?
Soul.
Soul, which also look.
Guess
great.
what? I
Don't
have a
get me
lot
wrong.
of problems with that movie. The movie is garbage for a lot of reasons.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
It's also great for a lot of reasons, right?
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, Disney is still Disney, right? It's still a garbage racist corporation.
Oh God, that's not my issue.
But it has been plenty infested.
Goodbye, Disney.
By the people.
Sponsored podcast,
Right?
Once again, even though that's already been long gone.
No, Disney has been plenty infiltrated by enough people that we get the movies that we deserve as Black Indigenous people of color, and you know what? What was that movie? Raya and the Last Dragon should have been one of those movies, but it wasn't. But this movie
I heard
is.
that one didn't do too great.
But it should have. It really should have. It should have been the new Mulan, and it wasn't even close.
The Mulan sucked.
Listen, watch Encanto. This movie will fuck you up. Not like in a sad way.
No, that's the whole point. I don't want to watch it. My issue is with emotions of sadness and loss, which is 95% of Disney Pixar's playbook.
Listen, we all know
Come on.
that
The Lion
Disney
King was a
loves-
great story about. Hold on.
I'm not gonna say that Disney doesn't love to kill off a parent.
It's not about killing off. You have fundamentally missed my issue.
Nick, let me
Coco
finish
is
for
a
one
perfect.
time.
Coco is a perfect example of why I don't watch Disney Pixar movies.
Let me finish. First of all, Coco was perfect, and that was.
And it's why I won't watch it.
Coco?
Because it will make me physically and emotionally depressed.
Nick,
it's why I don't watch movies that do that.
Nick, that is so sad, and I'm going to tell you why. You are depriving yourself.
I'm not. I'm saving myself from things that will hurt me.
No, Nick, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're depriving yourself of things that will save you.
Thank you for telling me what I know about myself, Deion. Thank you for telling me about my own body.
You're gonna tell me that.
Thank you for telling me my emotional states, Deion.
Wow, Nick, you haven't watched the movie, so you don't know what emotional state will be.
I know how I respond to certain emotional cues, Deion.
You haven't seen them, Nick.
I don't need to see them to know what their focuses are. I can read the synopsis online and tell myself and know for a fact.
So I can
this is a movie that's going to cause a trauma response in you.
So you're gonna tell me that I can read the synopsis of every horror movie online and understand what it's about?
Yes.
No,
I literally do that for half the horror movies I watch. I've never told you can't read synopsises. I'm saying there are certain movies that are better with viewing. Synopses. There are movies that are better with viewing. I hate you, man.
Listen.
But if I know that a movie is going to make me feel traumatized,
Nick,
I'm not going to watch
that's not how the movies work.
And no amount
and
of you
know that better than
to
anyone
convince
else.
Me,
you know that better than anyone else that movies do not traumatize you. That's not what movies do. Yeah, you can be triggered by a dozen different things.
That's making me feel traumatized. Being triggered is being in a situation where you repeat the trauma.
Nick.
That's what being triggered is. And I'm trying to tell you, Deion.
I'm trying to tell you,
I know
Nick.
what the Disney Pixar machine creates.
I'm not trying to sell. Listen, Nick, that's my point. I was never actually trying to sell this movie to you. One, I can't make money off the movie. If we're being literal, I know we're not. One, I can't. Listen,
we can make money off this movie.
Second of all, what'd you say?
We can make money off this movie. We are willing to sell ourselves to promoting this movie. Nick will watch this movie for money.
Look, Disney, you want to pay me to watch Encanto? You want to put my name everywhere? I will literally be sobbing with a box of tissues in front of a camera for the next 6 weeks if you'll pay me.
And you know what? Now that I've thought about it for 10 seconds, not even that long, because you know I'm not a therapist. Honestly, Nick, you probably need it. You probably need the trigger. You probably need to deal with the emotional trauma that you haven't dealt with for 24 fucking years in your life. You probably need to. No, because the fact that you haven't and the fact that you can't deal with your triggers is more telling than the fact that anything else, literally anything else.
No Topics All Pizza is not sponsored by any therapist. It is not a proper reflection of any proper psychotherapist.
This is not.
It is not an actual representation. If you're experiencing emotional breakdown, please do not listen to this episode. We will break you in half. Go see a therapist, a licensed professional. Do not listen to us whatsoever.
I will break you in half.
He's not succeeding at all.
No, because you're not even like it's not the same thing. I'm letting my anger get at me. Let me relax. Because you're letting your anger get out of you. And it's not the same thing.
Well, yes, I am letting my anger
you are.
Because I'm specifically angry that you're telling me my triggers aren't valid.
No, I never said that.
You literally just told me that I should overcome my triggers.
I'm so mad at you. No, okay. Matt, pull back from the recording and quote where I said that out loud.
What? That I should overcome my triggers?
Yeah, yes. Honestly, Nick, you probably need it. You probably need the trigger. You probably need to deal with the emotional trauma that you haven't dealt with. Yes, because I guarantee you I never said it in my fucking life. You know why I know I never fucking said that in my life? Because I don't believe in that bullshit.
Now, I wonder,
Nicholas,
if that happens, and I put that in the Discord, what will your reaction be, Don? I'm just saying if that happens. Because I will not confirm or deny at this point whether or not what you said, because we all know that I have the best memory of the group here right now.
Actually, let me amend it, because he is correct. His exact words were, the fact that you have not overcome your triggers is telling of your emotional state.
Now, if you want to let someone get quoted, if you want to quote yourself quoting me, I will, because my memory is questionable. Let's be honest.
I mean, my memory is questionable. I'm not going to say it's verbatim, but I'm going to say it's basically what you said. I mean as verbatim as I can based on my memory.
No, I don't think so, because this is the thing. I don't care about any of that bullshit. I don't care about you, Nick. I don't. Let's be clear. All right, I'm gonna hard repivot back to an old topic. Nick, you've seen all of Steven Universe Future, yes?
No, because when it got to the trauma episodes, I fled.
Did you see the movie? We watched the movie together.
Yeah, we watched the movie.
You didn't finish the show?
No.
Nick.
Like, after he started experience Pink Steven, I stopped.
Nick.
Because I don't want to experience those things. I want to experience those things on my own terms, on my own time.
Okay.
Which is my vehement issue with this.
Nick, I need to talk to you about something that happened. Nick, because I need someone that...
Like, I think the last one I watched was with Broken Pearl, and I was, like, very upset.
Hello, other listeners. Okay. I have not watched Steven Universe either.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in and you literally don't know jack shit we're talking about,
Matt doesn't care about us.
Go read your astrology for the week, and if you don't listen to astrology, have a better life.
So Coco was like had been out for a while. It was on Netflix, and I was like, I'm gonna watch this movie. And this is what, and it wasn't what I was thinking about. I was thinking Coco was actually a fun, like, oh, Dias de los Muertos, you know, like it's a movie about Day of the Dead. Like it's gonna be a fun. You know,
so you have the worst position to be in when going into a fucking Pixar movie.
Yeah, dude. So I went into this movie like it's gonna be kind of
90% of people who saw Up on the first weekend were like, "Oh, oh no, that is not what I expected."
So I go into this movie. I watch it with a coworker of mine. She can't finish it. She got to go pick up her kids from daycare or whatever. She leaves. I'm like, all right, I'll just finish it by myself. I finished that movie by myself. Towards like the last final song, I'm like still like holding it back, and I'm confused. Like, who am I holding back my tears for? My coworker's gone. I don't have to perform this masculine version of myself where I'm not emotional, and I'm confused why I'm holding back. And the confusion just fucked me up. And the movie was so good, and the reasons for all the emotions were so good, and the payoff was so good, and I was just like, I'm gonna cry, and it's okay. And I cried for a long time. And it was okay. And I was happy with myself, but obviously I was sad because the movie is fucking sad. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, it's been like 12 years.
I know what happened.
Yeah, if it's been like 12 years, I'm not fucking. Don't spoiler tag this. This is you've waited too long. It's like Matrix spoilers. What the hell? I understand that it's something you need to avoid dealing with for reasons that you understand more than anyone else. That's fair. But also, when you can afford it, when you can afford to leave behind your toxic masculinity.
Don't be a bitch. Buckle up. Be a man.
When you can afford to, when you have your friends that are safe, when you have people that care about you.
That seemed oddly targeted.
I understand that it's not something you want to deal with, but I also understand personally, from my point of view and not yours, that it is something that you need to deal with. And if you do have the infrastructure to deal with it with friends, you should abuse it to a certain extent. And I understand that you can't, and I get that, and I get that, and I get that.
I think the issue here is you're coming from the belief that it is toxic masculinity that is holding.
No, I think you missed a part of it. I understand that. No, what I'm saying is I understand that that's a part of it.
It's not.
These movies being able to tap into your emotional states, right? If you believe that every single movie that has an emotional trigger is triggering towards you, it's not the movies anymore.
No. And that's not what I'm saying. I don't believe it's every single movie. It's why I continue to watch movies.
But I know. No. Give me a second. Because you said it's every single. You did name literally every single movie that was known for having an emotional trigger.
Because that is what Pixar does. That's my point. It has nothing to do with it being an emotional movie. It is that Pixar movies specifically focus on triggers because they know it gets people emotional. And I don't enjoy that.
So I can tell you personally, from my point of view, because it's not your point of view, because your point of view is different from my point of view, for more than one reason, that it doesn't work.
What doesn't work?
They're emotional triggers. So, can I, if I'm allowed to...
So you think their attempt within Encanto is is poorly executed, but not in a way that damages the movie?
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Then I will take that into consideration. I mean, again...
And I have at least 2 solid reasons for that personally, and also a couple dozen reasons for that in the general public, based on my TikTok reactions to the movie.
To be fair, I do want to say I want to avoid spoilers for Encanto in the podcast because I know that it is a very popular movie, and Pixar movies tend not to go down in popularity too much.
So I agree with you, but let me tell you, if you haven't seen Encanto and you've somehow made it to this podcast without spoilers.
Who are you and what have you listened? What are you listening to?
If you've listened to Deion's 20-minute rant about Encanto and have yet to experience a spoiler, you had plenty of time to click all the way. I don't know what you expected at this point. This is on you.
Yeah.
If I spoiled the movie for you,
you have literally said nothing about the movie, so you're good here.
You are physically blind. You are physically deaf. If I've spoiled the movie for you and you're watching this podcast with accessibility features, and it was me that spoiled it, you didn't want to watch the movie. I hope that I'm there with you, and I do mean this genuinely as possible, but also for the wrong reason, but also for the good reason. Like, it's both. I hope that I'm there when you do watch and finish Steven Universe Future.
Oh, you probably will be. I probably won't watch it without somebody else there.
So
that I can at least get myself out of the depression spiral that will inevitably cause.
I desperately... No, there's a single specific episode that I want to sit there and grin at you while you watch it. you know that feeling when you you stop watching something and you just look at a person while they're watching it?
And you're like, do you get it? Do you get how this is you to me?
No, it's worse than that.
Oh, God. It's you to you?
In Steven Universe Future, they pull off something that's completely not relatable to anyone else. It's just completely traumatic to every single possible person that exists as a person.
Oh, great.
So you know Rebecca Sugar. She pulls off.
Existentialism at its best.
Is that at the very end of the show?
Damn near.
Because I know there's something at the very end of the show that is wrenching.
So it's a single season that. So Steven Universe happens, and it's like 4 or 5 or 7 seasons, depending on how you break it up. Then there's a movie, and then there's a single season after the movie, and it's
that basically covers how everybody has been affected by the events of the series.
By the direct, so it's directly after the movie, and Steven grows a significant portion as a character in every direction possible, including all the negative ones. And so, as you can imagine, it comes to a head, and it's
What's silent there?
Oh man. So to put this in perspective, I was in the car the other day. Me and my partner were going to my mom's place to have a week late New Year's celebration.
Let's move on.
We were going to a family member's place to have a week late New Year's celebration because we couldn't have it during New Year's because one of us was suspected of having COVID. No one had COVID, by the way, so it was all good. They just had a cold or something at the wrong time, right? And so,
Matt,
fuck you. I had COVID. It was awful.
So basically,
move on. Tell things about your lovely mother.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, what happened was that we went there. We had a good time, but while we were driving there, I was on Reddit and someone had reminded me of an episode of Steven Universe Future, and I teared up for 5 minutes.
Dude, I literally will watch. I mean, I won't because of exactly what I'm about to describe. But if I watch the cat transformation scene from the first season, I begin to cry.
Oh, I've gotten my mom into Steven Universe, and she only has 3 or 4 episodes left in the original season. But that episode almost made me lose her.
That episode is
The
traumatizing.
Pearl episode is way later, and it's Pearl's.
the
so
Broken
it's
Pearl fucked me up, man.
Yeah, it's Pearl's trauma episode. And of course, as a result of Pearl never having dealt with her trauma, but we then realizing that she's been dealing with Steven as a child through her trauma.
Yeah.
Because of what we know about her.
Yeah, you're like,
lover.
everything she's ever done ever has made 100% more sense.
Everything that she's ever done ever has been a trauma response. And then her having a partner through that trauma, which doesn't fix anything, but only contextualizes it.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Matt's sitting here like,
Yeah,
fucking nerds won't fucking shut up about fucking Steven.
I'm just thinking like, man, this is like 30 minutes going on of just cut content. This is a shame.
This is not cut content, man. We get.
No one heard Nick because he also got cut out. He's just become a
I
fluke.
will fight you. This is what I'm saying.
is
You have
once
too
again
much
becoming-
creative control. You
Listen,
have too
Nick,
much
Nick,
creative control at this point.
What's
Now
sad
Matt's
is that
just
you will
like-
never know how much I should cut out. You will think,
Yeah,
that, oh,
I
you
don't
just,
remember any of it.
well, you also don't listen to the goddamn episodes.
Nick, listen. What I was saying to Matt months ago is like, listen, Matt gets control over the YouTube release. You get editorial control over the Spotify release. And I get editorial control over the Patreon release. And all we have to do, you and I, is learn how to fucking edit. And then we all get 3 very different episodes.
I hate to tell you.
It's
Ain't
not
no
happening.
fucking way
It's
you
not
and I
happening.
are gonna be editing anything anytime soon.
I am very well aware that neither one of you ain't going to put in that effort.
It's
to do
why
that
it's
shit.
why Matt knows fully and 100% wholeheartedly we can't argue with any edit he makes.
Matt's in here like, yeah, you go ahead and think that you're going to do that 17 episodes later.
It's like it's because I don't want to end up like Matt in reverse. I don't want to put a gun in my head because I'm a perfectionist.
Listen, I think that I could learn editing. I think that I'm into it. I don't know.
I think that's a great thing.
You are
start
more
the
than
new
welcome
year
at
on.
any point to take the
Yeah,
reins.
man. Look,
No,
we'll even
listen,
help you, Matt.
here's
We'll
the thing.
make
I'm not-
videos for you on how to edit. And by make videos, I mean he will literally sit on Discord with you, watching your screen, judging and watching.
All 12 pixels
judging
at 5
all
frames per
your
second.
edits.
There was a point in time where I was like, hey, Matt, will you teach me how to edit videos? And he's like, yeah. And he was like, all right, cool. We'll record and I'll teach you how to edit and we'll edit together.
And then you recorded and then you never edited it.
No, I never recorded, bitch.
That's perfect. And listeners, be sure that you understand that was a discussion. Sometimes discussions get heated. It doesn't have to be an argument.
Sometimes Nick stops having a discussion and he starts just screeching.
You know what? I'll say the same about Deion.
You know what? I'll give it to you. Because sometimes you just won't shut the fuck up. And I'm just like, let me talk.
Sometimes it's the only way. Here, this is the question. How do you shut up a person who just will not shut the fuck up without repercussion?
Oh, you just leave him alone. That's easy. That's
You
the
just
easiest
never
question.
talk to them.
You've acted like I've never
know
had,
exactly.
you've acted like I've never had to do this to Deion before. I just stare at him.
I just look
And
at him
eventually he goes, oh, okay, I guess we're done talking.
and he walks away.
No, but it works with anyone who is convinced that they're correct, including me.
You just stare at them.
You just stop talking, and they will answer their own questions.
You know what?
I've done this to people,
the number of
including
homeless
I've
people-
done this to myself.
I shouldn't even say homeless people. The number of like broken people who have come into enter store name here in the middle of the night and just started conversations that I had no foothold in
No, they
and
will end it for you.
responded well to silence is pretty high. So now that I'm thinking about it, you're correct.
If you don't know how to end
silence
a
often
conversation,
is the best answer. You make eye contact and you say hello to people when you pass them. It's
you
good
fucked
manners.
up.
That is-
no,
yeah.
you fucked up.
But
got
it's
fucked
like,
up.
you
You
fucked
don't
up.
do that in Boston, Philly, New York, any of those major cities. You do
No,
not do
in
that.
Philly you'll die if you do that.
You don't do that in most major counties in Maryland. You don't do that in DC. You don't do that in Virginia. If you make eye contact and you let them talk to you, first of all, just hand over your wallet. That's first of all. Second of all, just walk away. As long as you hand over your wallet, first of all, then you're good. Just walk away.
If
'Cause
you walk
we're
away
not-
before you hand over your wallet, you fucked up.
you fucked up. You fucked up.
If you stop making eye contact before you hand over your wallet, you fucked
Any
up.
acknowledgement of like weakness, or no, any acknowledgement of acknowledgement, you fucked up.
Thanks everybody for listening. We started with me learning about anatomy and ended with these two goons criticizing my editing skills. And we, just like you guys, have no idea how we got there either. We hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you next Thursday. If you want to support us, we have a Patreon page. Rhuminus, will upload to YouTube and have also published 2 books. You can support us that way as well if you'd like.
Me and my partner were going to my mom's place to have a week late New Year's celebration.
Let's move on.
Matt, pull back from the recording and quote where I said that out loud.
What? That you,
And if
that
I
I
said
should
that-
overcome my triggers?
Yeah, yes. Honestly, Nick, you probably need it. You probably need the trigger. You probably need to deal with the emotional trauma that you haven't dealt with. Yes, because I guarantee you I never said it in my fucking life.